here you may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world. Thank you. Today are simply a starting point. Our first overall thinking about Disney World. Everything in this room may change time and time again as we move ahead. But the basic philosophy of what we're planning for Disney World is going to remain very much as it is right now.
Welcome to Florida, enjoy your stay. Welcome to Florida, everything is okay. Welcome to LA, the Sunshine State. Yeah, come on, get out your seat. We got some things to see. Move your body to the beat. Everything's alright, just follow me.
I want food.
Okay, we're about to go live right now.
All right. My radio's down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome everybody to the stream. This is the moment you have all been waiting for, and by the looks of it, you might be able to tell exactly where we are. Ladies and gentlemen, the official Gatorland stream. We are out here at Gatorland, Florida, here in Orlando, and I am very, very excited for this stream. Guys, I hope you're ready. Let's get those gator emojis going. And as you can tell, we got some pretty hungry gators over here. I'm here with Brandon.
Hey, everybody!
Brandon is the guy that you want to talk to. He's actually the director, PR over here.
Yep, director of media
here at Gatorland as well. And Mike.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So we are here, Mike. So Mike, what are we about to do?
Well, right now we're in our adventure hour area, which the guests get to sign up for every day. And we have 150 alligators that we can kind of haul over to this area for feeding. And they're making their way over here, and that's what we're going to do. We got a bucket of food, and we're going to basically see how close we can get you without getting eaten.
All right, sounds good. Okay, and I gotta tell you guys, this is not an optimum situation. We got a bucket of meat right here.
This right here is interesting. The footwear.
Interesting shoe choice by myself.
To me, I would think the gator would probably see those as like little sausages.
Oh yeah, it's reassuring. Yeah, I think little tiny sausages on my feet. Great.
But Chris, listen, we promise to have you leave with the same amount of holes you came with. Okay, that's our promise to you.
I know, and I'm good with that. And we're already getting the feeding started right here. So I'm excited. I'm going to pass this off to Jen. Here you go. And I'm going to feed some alligators. Guys, I see all the gator emojis in chat. Welcome, everybody. Alex, Don, Sarah, Big Al, this is your stream. I don't know if you guys are aware, but our audience has been dying for a Gatorland stream.
We're ready for it.
And they have been asking for a very long time.
Dying for a chance. No.
I feel like we got a vulture here too.
All right, Chris. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you the glove, okay? This is not bite proof.
All right. Doesn't look like it.
Not bite proof, okay?
Right or left, predominant hand?
Whatever hand you want to throw with, okay? So you see the alligators out here, they're all lining up now, okay? So basically we're gonna take this bucket. I'm gonna get a little closer here to you, okay? Basically, I'm going to draw this little line in the sand for you. Okay, this is the
Thanks, Craig.
line.
Okay. Do not go past this line.
Not yet, unless we tell you to, okay? That might get you to it. So what you want to do is just grab a piece, okay? Basically, we're feeding them steak, this red meat, beef.
This is steak?
All right, that's what they like to eat. And you're going to toss it in.
That's also what I like to eat.
Side of the face of the gator.
Right here by the eye.
All right, I'm gonna go a little bit further.
Any way you want to.
Any way you want.
You can get right up to the line.
Oh.
Close, close.
Sorry, I made a
Nothing goes
gator
away.
bite another gator.
Look, he's getting it.
Look,
You got it.
already got it.
Found it.
Swallowed it. Got it. Okay.
Woo! You thought owning cats was bad. These guys.
Yeah, a lot of these alligators are rescues also.
Rescue alligators.
You can if you want to get by yourself. Yeah. A lot of these alligators are rescues because alligators
good?
get deemed as a nuisance and
Keep him
people
waiting.
feed them. And a lot of times that's the end of their life out in the wild. So Gatorland does a good job on trying to save as many as we can. So a lot of these in here are saved from
So
being considered a nuisance alligator.
they are rescue alligators, is what he was saying. They're saving them from being nuisance alligators. So Gatorland actually like saves them from the wild
We got a bunch of
being
troublemakers.
killed.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Some of them were born here. Huh? You turned that one into Lady Gaga.
Does that happen, or do I just?
That's
I'm not
okay.
very good
You got to
at
go
this.
get it.
Go for it.
I'll let them deal with that.
Tell you what, throw one.
He's gonna bite.
Throw one right here. Oh, wait till you get out of the way, dude. What is that?
Sorry, I'm not even thinking right now. It's just like bad. I came.
I mean, he's throwing meat at me when I'm bending down
I
there.
know.
Flip-flops.
He's throwing
Look,
it.
this one's going for it.
This morning. Sorry about that.
They're going to search for it. They'll find it.
He's like,
He said, oh, he's got it. Oh,
Oh, it's a
he's
bad.
good.
Oh,
He's
now you
good.
got it.
you got it.
All right, I'm learning. This is my first time feeding gators. All right, I don't throw it on them. We learned that. Don't throw it with mics
Figure
nearby.
I thought that was common sense, but
And,
okay.
and you only feed them here at Gatorland.
Yeah, only
Yes,
feed
only
gators
feed them
in Gatorland.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the little further back.
Toss
Nice
it out
toss.
there,
That
man.
was good.
Get the Kobe going, okay? Get the Kobe going.
Yeah.
Toss it out there.
No doubt. Okay, this little guy. I'm getting better. Oh, I'm trying not to make it a gator battle. Does that happen all the
I
time?
mean, they fight over food, space, girls.
It's like just a fight. One could be swimming by. He's like, I don't like you
That
today.
was
Take a bite.
moving up in the middle. That was a saved alligator. His name's Bogey. He came from a golf course over in Polk County.
A
Bogey.
golf course.
Yeah.
You've probably seen a lot of. To the left, is the left side of the face okay too? Or is it
Yeah,
both
either side, yeah.
Either side.
Okay, cool.
Tell you what, here, Chris, come right here. Come like right in the middle. Jen, here, move this way. You're good. I got you, okay? Toss from the middle, man. Get him out there. Check him out. There you go.
This dude right here?
Anyway. Bam. And they'll find it. They'll get it.
Look at that.
Yeah, and if you're watching Mike here right now, he's just working on good.
They are all smiling.
We're gonna do something cool here, Jen. This way. I got you, okay? Come right here. You're good. I got you right
ball
here.
in the basket. So stand right here. I'm gonna get the. He's the basket. I'm gonna try and get his head up with his other mouth
I see where this is going. I love it.
Hey, big boy. Hey, can you come up? Wait. Come on up. Hey.
Mike will tell you when.
I'm up here, dude. All right, ready to go.
Oh, there we go. It's just like the fair. It's really hard.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a gimmick.
The rings bounce off the face.
Dude, he's not wanting to come up. He's being lazy.
Yeah.
One more time.
What is he doing?
And they're like that. They're lazy sometimes.
There you go.
Oh, what was
I
that?
never won at the fair.
You're the one. You're the guy that lost $200 to get the big plush toy for the girl, right? That's what it
Get a
is.
3 for $5.
Pretty sure when you spent $50 on a plushie once.
See if we can get another.
I did that one time in my life. I don't want to admit it, but I did it one time in my life.
He looks very eager.
Hey, big boy. Hey.
Across the line, but
You're good. You're right behind Mike. Remember, anything goes wrong.
Maybe this guy. Hey, you know what? Maybe this guy will do it. I don't recognize this one, but we'll see.
Anything goes wrong, you push Mike down
sounds good.
and run.
Sounds good. I'm
Just
pretty sure I
joking.
already did that.
Just joking.
No, yeah.
Bubba.
They're being lazy.
That's Bogey. See, he's
Like,
newly
I got one right here. What am I going to do a treat for?
he's newly introduced into here, so he doesn't know how all this is supposed to work.
Oh, okay.
So I'm being very cautious of him because he may not have manners yet.
Nope.
And he might come forward.
Woo, what's chat saying right now? Are they fearful?
Who said,
My
some
life?
of them are like, heck no. Big Al says, was flip-flops really the best option for today?
That's what I'm saying.
You're not running away from one in flip-flops,
Did
not at all.
think that
For real.
through.
Can you tell I dress myself?
Janie says, they look well fed. They're huge.
I'm going to give you that one.
Blackwater.
Ooh. So we got some famous gators, by the way. That you really want to get me.
Blackwater's sitting way in the back right now.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. So the buzzards
So
here
these,
flying
like-
in for a free meal.
That's
They're a
what
pest.
they like
just kinda
carefully
do that.
creep in.
They're trying to get that piece without, getting grabbed by the gators.
Yeah.
Now the gators don't grab them too much.
Right.
Some of the other birds they do. But these gators are so well fed by us that why do they want to spend that energy to go chase
Eat a
after a
bird.
bird? That's what they like to eat in the wild. Fish, turtles, and birds. That's their main diet in the wild. Here at Gatorland, they like chicken, beef, fish.
See?
They're gonna
He's
find
gonna
it.
get it.
Toss it near another.
Yep. They're gonna find it.
Don't, dude, they're 90% muscle with an armor plate.
Me too. I'm also 90% muscle. Just kidding.
All right, cool. I'm just going to go for it now.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I went to the gym yesterday, so
Boom, got it.
you got it.
Taking a leg with it.
Toss it way out there to the one sitting in the water.
You go, brothers.
Okay. Can you move a little bit? Now.
This one's creeping up.
Oh, he's coming in from the side. I was like, let's see if he'll stand up.
He said, hey, wait a minute.
Now they take a lot of energy to move around like that
Yeah.
and get moving. So that amount of energy they took to climb up here, you notice he just kind of like flopped down.
Yeah.
Stamina.
Nope.
They're like me.
This is the craziest thing I've ever done.
And it's one of the coolest things you can do here at Gatorland.
JB says the buzzards are.
See, bird got the food.
Oh.
Bird's gone.
Got it.
Came out.
JB said the buzzards are ugly.
They are a little bit. They're good for the environment.
I think the alligators are cute.
This one right here, that one. Watch the
CC said, is it true if you're trying to run from a gator that you should run in a zigzag pattern?
All right. Good question, Mike. We got one. They say, is it true if you were to run away from an alligator, do you run in a zigzag pattern? I guess my question is, has anybody ever tried to run zigzag? Like maybe on a Friday or Saturday night, after the clubs? It doesn't work too well. Not true. That is a myth.
Not true.
Debunked.
It's a myth.
You trip your friend and you walk away. That's what you do. So, gators don't see people's food. We're way too big for them. Way too big for them.
Chad, if you want to come over here, we're going to get the tight zoom shot.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Basically, we're zooming into an alligator's mouth right now. Guys, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, so
Jen, you can kneel
Is she
down if
set
you
up at
want
the
to.
right angle? Yeah, there
can
you
do
go.
whatever
This
you
looks
want to
good.
do.
Good.
try and get it on that front right side.
His left.
His left.
How zoomed in were you?
That's
So
pretty
that animal
close,
right
All the
there
way?
has
Yeah.
about
Okay.
27 to up to 3,000 pounds of pressure per square inch
Wow.
of closing power. So all of this mass of tissue behind the head, that's not fat, that's his jaw muscle. And
Oh.
these things can inflict a heck of a bite. One of the most powerful jaws on the planet.
Wow, what a jawline.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Impressive.
Chris, you
Yes,
gotta
he clenches a lot.
work on the jaw.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Get that muscle built up.
I thought something was wrong with my face. I said, what happened?
You gotta eat more steak, that's what it is.
Have you ever seen those? Well, they got the tools out there now. You can put in your mouth and work on your jaw. That's a good one.
There we go. Come on
There you
over
go.
here.
Yeah, I think he's...
All right. Here you go. I'll get this one stand up. You get ready
Oh,
to
you
toss
hear it?
in. Good boy.
Sorry.
Come on.
Oh, he's
Oh.
That was the one that snuck up on us from underneath the tree. All right, you ready?
Wow. Okay, here we go.
Hey.
Almost. Get another one. Get another
Yeah,
piece.
get another
Grab
piece.
another
He's
piece.
not done.
Okay. Now it's got a little shake and bake on it.
Now, will they continue to eat, like our cat, who just doesn't ever stop eating, or do they get full at a certain point?
They'll gorge themselves if they're eating something big enough, but they eat little things. Tiny little things. A lot of people think they eat big stuff. They're not. They're eating tiny little things, like turtles and fish every once in a while. But if they get something that's too big to take in one bite, man, you are really...
You haven't made it in once.
I know.
We got to do it again.
I didn't say I would.
You're like Shaq at the free throw line.
Four times the charm here, okay? Four times the charm.
On them.
Okay.
How long do they live?
I gotta give up my basketball
How long do
career.
they live? 50 to 80 years in a captive situation. Man.
I want to like hand it to him. Like honestly.
You can't put it right in his mouth.
I mean,
you know?
that'd probably be great footage, but
Right.
It would work well, yeah. All right, let's see you make it in, because I'm pretty sure I gotta give up my basketball
good boy.
career. So you're very close to him. Okay.
There you go.
But you went with the frisbee mug. You didn't teach me
I-
that. I went
oh,
with
I
the
just flipped it
underhanded.
in there.
That's harder to.
Well, you're being gentle. You're like, I mean, that's an alligator.
All right, I didn't get taught the
Toss
proper
that.
techniques. Can we just say that? I'm
Okay.
trying to revive my dignity.
Got it.
This is sink or swim training.
Someone said, thank goodness.
I don't want to swim there. That's bad.
Someone said, thank goodness you vlog better than you throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, thanks, guys.
nice.
Thanks very much. We got a question here. Are alligators nocturnal? Do they hunt better at night because of the sound?
So they actually do most of their activity from dusk till dawn. So nighttime they're going to do more of their activity, the hunting, the feeding, the breeding, all that kind of stuff. But they're just as active during the day as they are during the nighttime. So I want to classify them as nocturnal. I call them diurnal. So they're both active during the day and nighttime. But you know,
Look at them
here in
all out
Florida,
there.
they like to do their stuff at night.
Okay.
Gatorland gators do their stuff during the day.
So they'll do whenever.
Pretty much. But if it's really cold outside, they just want to sit out all day and work on their suntan and warm up.
Oh, yeah.
So then they got all this energy, and then they burn it at the end, at nighttime.
So we went to Gaylord Palms, and you guys have gators at Gaylord.
Those are our gators from Gatorland, yep.
And you guys only feed them twice a week. Is it the same
Twice a week.
for big gators, or do they need to eat more
So
often?
these gators here, so we're doing something called our Adventure Hour, and we offer this to our guests every single day. $10 per person to come in, be on the fence, feed a few pieces, get some cool pictures like Chris is doing right now of the gators behind you and stuff like that. So whatever gators come up, like you see these guys right now, if they get tossed a piece of food, they get fed. So some of these gators get a chance to eat every day. We do big feedings about once, maybe twice a week, depending on the time of year. When it's colder, they don't want to eat as much. During the warmer months, they're going to eat a lot more.
Okay.
Yep.
Love this. We take a few more of those.
So if you guys didn't hear what he said, this is $10. Everyone can come per day. So they do sign ups.
We do it every single day at 1 o'clock.
Every day at 1. So be here before 1.
Right. And if you're wanting to know park hours for Gatorland, we open up at 10, close at 6.
Open at 10, close at 6.
And not during summertime, we close at 5.
Okay.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We don't got many exterior lights, so
Right.
once park closes, we release all the gators, and if you're stuck here, you become food.
Oh,
Just kidding. Not at all.
this one still has a piece of meat on his back. I kind of
We're
feel
gonna try
bad
to
for
get
him.
that piece off. Let's see if we can do that.
This one's like over it. He got mad. There you go.
Oh, we
Chris,
get one moment turn around.
how you feeling about all this?
I'm feeling a little better. I mean, it's kind of an adrenaline rush as you're doing it, and so you get used to it. I still can't say much for my throw or my aiming, but I'm getting better. At first, I was trying not to harm them, but then, as it was explained to me, they basically have Teflon vests and an entire body of armor, so
Pretty much.
I think they're fine.
They're doing good.
All right. I'm gonna toss a few more of these. Are we gonna go into
Thanks,
the
Matt.
bucket? Is
We're going to save a few pieces for a couple gators later.
okay.
All right.
Not throw
Yep.
too much more, but I'll
Feed
throw.
what you want to. That was a good one.
All right.
That was a good one. That
That was
woke
a good
him up.
one.
So on that note, I think
Someone asked They said
That make you want to go to the gift shop and buy a new pair of shorts, right?
Yeah, that woke me up, in fact.
so. Someone asked, "What's a large feed consist of?" And do you do it with like public around? Like,
So yeah, sometimes during the day, you know, we'll do big feeding. So we just cut up a bunch of meat like we're feeding out, and we'll go out to like our main island or to these areas, and then just toss out buckets of meat to them, and that's a big feeding.
Okay.
Or chicken, same difference, you know, same stuff. And sometimes, you know, guests will be around and see us do it. Sometimes not. Just depends on the day.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Chad, I hope you are enjoying this content right now. It is very, very intense. And, of course, if you're watching this on replay right now, just know that hopefully I survived. I think I did pretty good. What do you guys
did a
think?
good job.
I think we did it. They took care of me here. Let's
And
put
when
it that way.
when they hiss, what is like? Is a hiss just like a warning, or
Yeah, they
just
talk.
They talk.
I mean,
okay.
they talk all the time. It could be a warning for us. It could be, hey, you're a little too close. Give me some space.
To each other.
They
Okay.
could be looking at your leg, going,
Yep.
take that one.
They don't want mine.
I don't know.
Good morning. Yes. So, Vicky, yes, you did just see, in fact, zip lining over gators, which is
Yeah.
so insane. We got a chance to actually do that, which we'll show you later in this live stream. So I think we're going to migrate now, folks. Now, keep in mind that the connection we have to kind of work with a little bit. What's going on, man? I just knew it.
What
I just
happened?
knew it. Mike's going to
What happened?
got my heart beating. Footsteps. But we're gonna migrate, and the connection is gonna be different in different parts. So if it does, just you guys know how it works. So we'll try to get it back as soon as we can. But anyways, that was the most insane thing I've ever done.
Just wait.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not done.
It's early.
It's not over. I mean, listen, you zip lined already. All right, you zip lined already.
And I thought that was
You
insane.
know, and that was cool.
It is
We
cool.
saw some other alligators. We just fed these guys. Let's go see some of our rarest alligators we have.
Oh, we got rare alligators
We're gonna
coming.
see some rare alligators.
Okay.
Let's go look at them.
Let's do this.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right, guys.
You guys stay here. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Oh, we're following you.
Come on out.
Oh Lord, that was fun.
Yeah, I was going to grab your leg and have you jump while you were talking. You saw me. You saw me. I got you.
I feel like your senses have to be heightened.
They are. I mean, you're paying attention to that.
Okay, baby, you want this back or
Well, I'm a little bit needy right now,
some
so
sanitizer if you want?
the sanitizer should do it, right? I'll take that as a yes. I think does sanitizer get meat off? They also have like washing
my
hand
phone's
stations
hot.
here. The phone's hot?
Yeah.
What connection are we looking at? Okay, not bad, not bad. Woo, chat.
They do
I don't
have
know if you
hand washing
understand.
stations, yeah.
That was one of the craziest things. I know you're just watching it, but like, man, can you imagine doing that? Like, there's a percentage of chat here, a lot of people who would do that. It really isn't all that dangerous. I mean, you have people that are experts in this sort of thing, so they're gonna eat anybody. They'd eat Mike.
They
Good?
Cool. So the sanitizer should do the trick, right?
Yeah, you should be all right. We're going to pass by a couple areas, and you can use some hand sanitizer. We got some hand washing stations throughout the park. Yeah. So we're going to walk around. So where you were just feeding was our southern end of our breeding marsh, which our breeding marsh is 10 acres big, and like Mike said, about 150 alligators out there. And then, of course, the breeding marsh is where the zip line goes over, one of the bigger parts.
Right. And that's what we got a chance to zip line over, was the breeding marsh.
Yep.
And you'll see that in just a second. But wow,
It was cool.
So we also, it was amazing. So we also have other animals over here too. I just saw a deer.
Yep, we got a handful of deer out here, so you can really only see these guys from walking at this part or riding our train ride here in the park. There's a handful of deer. There's a couple of little miniature cows out there. Sometimes the peacocks that we have, a few peacocks that come roaming around.
look at this little
Anything else you're going to see is going to be wild. So being in the
Peacocks.
park, we get raccoons and possums and other birds that come out here. And there is one deer out here that has antlers,
Yeah, that's right here.
Yeah,
but it's not a male. It is a female.
What?
Yep. Her name is Itty Bitty. Oh, she is sitting right there. So she's got she's an 8-pointer.
So does that not happen very often? It's usually the males with the antlers.
1 in 4,500 female white-tailed deer are born with enough testosterone to produce antlers.
Wow.
Yep. So it is pretty rare.
So she is 100% that deer.
Yep. That's right.
That is awesome.
What would happen is we don't have any males in there, because if we had males in there, there'd be a lot of fighting going on. The males get very territorial. Believe it or not,
No male
they
deer.
want her.
well, they'd want the females, so the males get very territorial. They fight and stuff, and our animal care girls go in there and, you know, care for these deer, feed them, and clean up their enclosure, everything else like that, you know, on a daily basis. But
Only been about we've been like 40 or 30 deaths.
somewhere between 30 and 40. Yep.
From alligators, period. Yet we run around and we're all fearful for alligators. Number one, they're lazy, so they probably don't want to eat you.
Nope.
2, if you have a bucket of meat, it helps. And 3, don't wear flip-flops.
That's
So-
right. That's right. But, I mean, they don't see people. They don't see people. So we're gonna walk this way.
Yeah. Okay, I'm reading chat. So CC says you're doing a great job. Just super chat $15.
Me?
Thank you. Yeah, you. Said
Oh,
Jen.
thanks.
Big Al, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Said, why
DPC
didn't...
Dad super chatted a little bit earlier too, and so did Big Al.
Yes, DPC Dad and Big Al says, why didn't Chris dress like Steve Irwin?
Because there's only one. There's
Yeah.
There can only
It's
be
true.
one crocodile hunter. Okay. We should be coming back because now we have Wi-Fi, which is good news. I thought this might give me a little bit of protection too.
Oh, this?
Yeah, I might have to do it.
All right, chat, we're back. Okay, so we connected to the Wi-Fi and we are good to go. So,
Yes.
let's head on. And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw the emus. We were learning a fact about the emus. How long have they been around, Brandon?
2 million years.
2 million years.
2 million years. Prehistoric relative, Velociraptor dinosaurs.
Wow.
Yep.
That explains why, that's crazy. That explains why they look so angry, because they're from that era.
No kidding. Yeah. But I guess what they're finding in today's studies, you know, a lot of the fossils, dinosaur fossils all had feathers on them, so they're more closely related to birds.
Wow.
Gators, crocodiles are more closely related to modern day birds. Yep.
Well,
the inner makings of gators and crocodiles are kind of very similar to birds.
When we learn, maybe a bit more studying, we'll find out that emus are actually dinosaurs.
Yeah, could be. So cool. Everybody's lined up. One of our food areas here, called Pearl Smokehouse.
And what kind of food you got here?
Yeah, we got burgers, chicken sandwiches, hot dogs, turkey legs. We actually do have
All right, so fun fact that the connection in the swamps is not all that great. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? It's just like being out in the real swamp, which we are in a real swamp. We're in between two swamps, is that right?
Yeah, Gatorland's property was built on a swamp and between two of them. So, you know, back in the day, you could buy swampland pretty cheaply, just like Disney did. Owen Godwin, our founder, bought it. And fun fact, we were open 21 years before Disney even
That's
opened up.
right.
1949. So
Yeah, so Jen just posted that in chat before Disneyland even.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
so
Who took the idea?
Yeah,
of buying
who
swamp?
had that idea?
Right?
Huh? All right.
Well, we offer an array of stuff to our guests here. We got a few shows. We're passing by one right now. It's our Alligator Legends of the Swamp show, which kind of shows the awesome survival techniques of these alligators and why they've been around for millions of years.
Right.
And, so that's just one of the few shows that we offer throughout the day. Different feeding opportunities, different opportunities to get up close and personal like you're doing. So it's a really fun day here at Gatorland, you know?
No, and it really is. And by the way, we're talking about things that you offer. Check it out, Jen. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Sorry, we stopped for the mold-o-matics. You know, it's very important.
You're good.
Yeah, I can do it. So we're gonna do. You can do these with Apple Pay.
You have the camera in front of your face.
What does it mean when the Face ID says no? Like, what are you trying to say?
I see your
Phone.
face.
Okay, so I think it worked. I think it did it. I think I have $3 to spare. Oh, there's Owen Godwin.
Yep.
We'll talk about that in just a second. Here's the, yeah, you know, the founder of the whole thing. Yeah, let's forget about that. Let's focus on the mold-o-matics.
Is this supposed to be him?
It's actually an incredible story.
Come out.
That's supposed to be him.
Is that Owen? Looks like him.
Looks like him.
Owen, this is for you. This is cool. So we love Mold-O-Matics.
They're so fun.
JB Loves Disney says, yay, Jen gets her Mold-O-Matic. John the Barber, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody if you're just now tuning in. We are at Gatorland, Florida. And we're having a great old time. If you missed the gator feeding, oh, here it comes. We gotta name this Owen Jr. Sorry, we made him into Owen.
You're good. That's what it looks like. I mean, hold it up. It's like perfectly. The only difference is the Mold-O-Matic is supposed to be an alligator. Owen Godwin in this picture is sitting on Bone Crusher, an American crocodile.
Wow.
So Bone Crusher was an original crocodile we had here back in the 50s and 60s. Really old crocodile. He's caught in the wild off the coast of West Palm Beach.
Wow.
And supposedly the story, what I've heard, is that as soon as this picture was taken, Owen hopped off and Bone Crusher went to go after him.
Whoa!
Like literally, he held, Owen let go, and Bone Crusher swiped to try and bite him.
Yeah, I saw.
No bites, but Owen was safe. But
I saw how they released them back in the wild, like say they're rehabilitating them and
Yep.
releasing them. They have to have so many people sit on them,
Yep.
and then they cut their mouth restraints. And everyone hops off, and they have a blindfold on them.
keep the eyes, it kind of keeps them
Yeah.
calm and relaxed. Yeah.
And then they have to pull the blindfold off, but have them facing the lake, so that's where they want to go.
As soon as they see water, they want to go see water. You
Yeah,
know?
they could snap back.
Yep,
So
some of these smaller, younger gators can turn around, bite their own tails, all that stuff. Big crocodiles like that, they're not going to spin all the way around, but still got a wide array of motion. But Mold-O-Matics, you love them.
I love
Yes,
It's the
them.
best thing.
By the way, I live with you, and I've never heard this crocodile information before.
It's because I watch
When did that
random videos on the internet.
She's holding it secretly in case
She's been researching for Gatorland.
if something happens in the world, like the movie Crawl that just came out,
Oh, yeah.
attack, she knows what to
I'll
do,
know, I'll know.
and she's going to leave you. You're going
I
to be
need
the
a lot of
food.
tape.
You know what Crawl kind of reminds me of? It's almost like a version of like a Jaws, where it's going to get people real
Yeah, I think so. That's really what
riled
it
up
did. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
about gators. Meanwhile, they haven't killed anybody for
Not at all.
30
Not at
people
all.
in how many years? I mean, it's like 70 years, right?
Yeah. A lot of people.
Whew. Rosalie wants to know, what do gators taste like? Some people say chicken.
Yeah, we hear chicken a lot. My question is, what came first? It's like what came first, the egg or the chicken, so on like that. But, to me, because, hey, I'm not going to lie, I've eaten alligator before. I grew up here in the South.
Me too.
You got to try it at some point in your life. I don't go out of my way to do it since I work with them every single day.
Right.
But...
Yeah, say that lower. You don't want the gator.
They don't want me to hear it. But it's kind of in between a chicken and a hearty white fish, But depends on how it's cooked. People like it much different ways, but most of the time they deep fry it. It's the easiest way. And most of the meat comes from the tail. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're very muscular, so I imagine it's a very tough meat.
Too tough if it came from somewhere.
All right, so right here, folks, is the where you sign up, right? The check-in for the Zipline.
Yes.
The Zipline is absolutely incredible. This was my first time actually ziplining, which was pretty insane. The original experience of this, I had never had before. So, folks, I guess this is as good as time as any. Let's go ahead and check that out. Mike, is that you?
Yeah. They wanted the best figure up there to market the zip line.
Come on. Looks like you'll be working on those a little bit.
Yep. I'll do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Not at night.
I know. I think I'm going to get mine done in the next week just so I have it done. And
I mean, we usually pull out around 6. That means we gotta get up around 4:30 or 5. Work on it a little bit.
Okay, so as I was saying, connection is very spotty in the swamp. However, once we move from this point, we'll get a little bit better connection. But folks, here is some footage that you have not seen before of us riding the Screamin Gator Zip Line. I'm so excited to show you guys. So here we go.
wow.
All right, here we go. We're going backwards this time. Look at the gators over here. Oh my goodness gracious.
Wow.
All right, here we go. We're going backwards this time. Look at the gators over here. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, I have no idea where I'm going. This is awesome. See you later. Wow. You know, there's something really freeing about this. This is awesome. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
vitamins in. We have a special supplement diet. It's called Pup Chow, so it's designed for puppy girlies. It's made by a company called Joe. You get it at a feed store in St. Cloud. And basically it gives them
Rejoice in connection, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. Okay, so before the connection changes its mind, let's hop right into it. So guys, what are we doing here?
Big white alligators, leucistics. We're gonna go in here and say hi to Trezos.
Trezos.
Look at him, he's ready.
He was. So he's called a white leucistic gator, and the difference between being albino and leucistic, albino is a complete loss of pigment, no color whatsoever. So all white, white pinkish eyes. These guys have some pigment, so you'll see the dark patches on the face. That's the normal pigment color, so they're missing some melanin, which gives them that dark pigment. And they have crystal blue eyes.
Oh.
And they're rare. These guys, there's only 14 of them in the world, and we have 4 out of 14.
He is hanging out.
You can stand out right
Ready
here.
for
You're
us.
just kind of looking at us. Let's get a close-up of them if you want. You can see and focus in on those pretty blue eyes. It's one of the characteristics of the leucistic alligators. Isn't he pretty?
Wow.
He's expecting food right now.
More than likely to...
This is how he begs. See how he's moving forward?
And Trezos is his name?
Yes.
Yep.
Trezo. How old is Trezo?
32.
32 years old.
Yes.
They are all saying that he is beautiful.
They were
and it is
found
true.
in Louisiana in the wild in 1987.
Yeah, look at, man, he's just staring hard at us.
He is not
Right
blind
now.
right now. Now, typically with albino or...
He looked at your flip-flops and he looked up at you.
It's
It's like, I got this one.
Oh gosh.
His mouth is creeping open there. See how it's starting to smile for you?
He might know he's on camera. Look at him.
Yeah, he might.
But the gene that produces happens in the female.
So we're getting ready to.
Yeah, we're gonna throw him some food. I didn't want to get him too excited because we're right by the door.
Yeah.
And if he
want
comes
me to
forward,
mic?
then we're stuck. So I wanted you to get some footage of him. You can see him with the face and whatnot, and then
He's
we
real
may
pretty.
try and back him up a little bit, and then let you try and feed him. But I don't really want to try and feed him right now, right here, because we're out of
Yeah,
space.
no worries. You want to
Space.
back up?
Yeah, go ahead and go to the door, and then I'm going to see if I can't turn him a little bit. This may or may not work out.
Well, at least we'll have it on camera.
Boy.
Hi, Chris, you ready?
That is incredible. Yes, absolutely. Jen, you might have to. Is there room for Jen in here?
Yep, we'll get room.
Okay.
So Chris, what you're going to do is going to hug the glass.
Okay, I was hoping you were going to say hug the gator.
I'm focused on me. Hold.
Hug the glass and go right over to the tree right there, okay? Right over to the tree.
Left side of the tree?
Right there. You're good.
Right
You
here.
can step right over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Good, good, good. Give you a look at him because now he is ready to eat.
Oh my goodness. Look at him. This
There you
is
go.
so pretty.
So we're going to get you a glove and, you know, we're going to test that aim, see if you got better from when we were at the adventure hour.
I'm going to be better. In this situation, I am definitely going to be
Just give him
better.
the glove.
Okay, here we go.
There's your glove.
Sir.
Okay.
All right. So
All right, Chad. Wish me luck. We got a very pretty gator here.
Pretty eyes.
You just remember, I called you pretty, all
The
right?
eyes look like
one at a
marbles.
time. So you're going to come over here to where I'm at. You're gonna right up here on the wood.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the best target I can, but you gotta hit the mount. Raise those up. Up. Raise those up. You ready? I get ready to flop it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, he's opening. He's opening. Wait, let it go.
Smiling at you.
Hey! Much better! Much better.
You got it.
Alright, get another one. Get
We'll
another
just, we'll just cut that and make it look like it was the first time.
Right?
It's a
one.
live stream, baby. There's no going back.
Right, it's just live.
They all know. Okay, wow. I hope you know that I'm checking chat while I'm feeding a gator.
Open.
Right.
Smile. Treasure. Smile.
Smile.
Smile. Good.
Hey, there you go.
There's that. Did you hear that popping sound? That's that power that we were talking about out
Sounds
there.
like a basketball. Like
Yeah.
you're chomping on a basketball.
Yeah, he's got a lot of power in those jaws.
Rizzo, you remember I'm the guy who gives you food.
Alright, wait.
And these guys too.
Let me get him focused.
These are the treats he gets.
Treasure's up. Up. Smile. Treasure, smile. There you go.
Slow and
Smile. There you go. Awesome.
I'm not afraid to just chuck it right in there now.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta do it. That's how you feed an alligator.
Warmed up to it, you got it.
That way. There you go.
Now Trezo here is very voice activated. He knows Mike's voice, he knows my voice, he moves, as you saw before, and this part of his training is getting him to stay positioned in one spot, open the mouth, look up nice and tall, and that's all part of something we do called operative conditioning with the animals.
Now, one of the questions that I have for you, and it's not a question in chat, can they sense fear? Because,
They sense hesitation.
okay, so I'm confident, feed this gator.
Hesitation is not a good thing working with the animals because there's a go, no-go time, and if you stay in between that,
Yeah.
you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
It's either do or don't.
All right.
So,
Okay, that's the answer I was, well, that's the answer.
And can they smell that? Like,
oh yeah, they have a
that?
sense of smell.
Okay.
If you want, you can come on around and get more of a straight-on shot. Unless,
Yeah.
I mean, you should be good. I say should.
I got shoes on.
Yeah, and you can kind of lower the camera. Okay, just hold. Hold. There you go. You kind of see all the teeth that he's got right in there. Up to 82 teeth. Very sharp, made for ripping, tearing, grabbing. Not a good time on the inside of that.
Right from the steak.
Nope, not a good time at all.
You think you can get it from the side?
Yeah, why not? Woo!
That looked good.
That got a little risky.
That looked good. I
He's
mean,
a better catcher than most of them, I would say, out there in the
I agree.
in the marsh.
I think he's got his eye on the ball.
We're going to go with that. Yeah. It's not my aim at all.
All right, we'll give him one or two more, and he's going to start losing interest, and then we're going to have to make our way out of here to see how he's starting to inch forward.
Yeah. I'm good with getting out of here.
Smile. Trejo, smile. Bigger. Trejo. Hey, smile.
All right,
Man, yeah, you're batting 1,000 in here.
Yep.
All right, right up on the glass, right on around. You want a picture?
Yo, right, my brother. Already got one. Already got one.
Already got one.
Danny was supposed to let us in. Here.
You did it.
Nerve-wracking. That was, but you know what? It is a really cool experience, and the thing about it is like, it's an adrenaline rush. That is crazier than any coaster.
Okay, so we got one more.
Coasters
to
don't
visit
have
here.
teeth,
One more.
so-
Hey, keep the glove on, okay?
Keep your glove on.
What happened? Oh, hey!
You can close it for a second. I'll let them watch.
Chester.
Did you guys come to see the noob? Because that's me.
Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
You close it,
Chester.
Teresa says my heart would be pounding a 1,000 miles a minute. I'm assuming.
So this is Chester. We're going to have to go in, okay? So Chester's our second largest alligator here in the park. And he was a nuisance gator, so he's a problem gator a whole bunch of years ago. And we got him from the trapper, brought him here, saved his life. So he's kind of one of our ambassadors for our conservation effort and stuff like that. So what we're going to try and do is get him to pop his jaws really loud. You heard a little bit on Trezo's there, that jaw popping. Chester does it really loud. If he does it full force, that's the strongest bite you're going to see of pretty much any animal in the entire animal kingdom.
Okay, I'm really excited to meet Chester. Now you say he's a nuisance gator.
Yes.
Can gators turn around? Are they? Is he a changed gator?
No, we can't turn over a new leaf.
No, not at all. All right.
So let's go into this.
We're gonna go in. We're gonna stay right up against this fence here, okay?
Okay.
So come on in, follow me. We'll see what he does. Some days he does things that we want him to. Other days he doesn't. So.
Oh boy.
All right. So come on in this way.
But you know what? I like this so much more because I can just hop on a roof and.
So when I got Chester, he was 12 feet 8 inches. Now he's 13 and a half feet.
If you guys want to come back sometime, like if you're not doing any kind of film or whatever, you just want to personally be here, did I give you my business card?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a call. Come on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We would love to. This place is a blast. It really is. Okay, folks. So we are back.
Is everything okay?
So we went into
Who's saying that? His mom? Oh no.
So we were having a connection when we went to see Chester. They went into BRV. So it could have gone one of two ways.
Oh, I'd play that one up a little bit. I'd play that one.
Dang it! It's too late.
That's funny. Moms are like that though. So I started working here when I was 18 years old. 2 weeks after graduating high school. I'm 33 now. Okay. But my mom was always. Everybody always asks my mom. They're like, "Aren't you afraid like something bad's gonna happen to them? Like you know what? Now with the gators." And she always said she was more afraid of me driving on the roads around here. Than
Wow.
Here, you know?
That's true. Yeah. Well, yeah. My mom says that too. Actually.
Cool thing. All right. We zip lined. We fed some big gators.
Yeah.
We saw the white gators and Chester. And now we're going to go experience our newest attraction here at Gatorland, the Screamin Gator Off-Road Adventure. Big old swamp buggy ride.
Amazing.
Full of bumps, mud.
It's gonna be bumpy.
You go through a pond full of alligators. Kind of think of it as like the old Jaws ride at Universal and the Jungle Cruise ride at Disney. Just redneck style. That's what it is.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so while we're here and while we have some connection, do you want to talk at all about the seasonal events, possibly a new event that we have coming up?
Yeah, definitely. So we're getting into fall. It's almost Halloween, spooky time. One of my favorite time of the year. Absolutely love Halloween. So Gatorland this year,
our favorite too.
We're going to do a special Halloween kind of daytime event. So we're going to do it the 2 weekends, Saturdays and Sundays before Halloween, those 2 weeks before Halloween, and then exactly on Halloween Day, October 31st. So we're going to have some fun stuff going on in the park. It's going to be during the day. Maybe change up the shows a little bit to deal with the theme. We're going to have some beer vendors here, so kind of like a little Oktoberfest kind of feel to it.
Great.
We're going to call it Frankenstein. Frankenstein, all right.
I love it. I love
Hot
it.
dogs, things like that, beer brats, whatever. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's more news about it. Check it out. But it'll be available to guests during the day, you know. And if you want to come in on those weekend days, we'd love to have you out here. All the fun stuff that's already to do here at Gatorland, plus that on top of it.
That sounds cool.
Really cool.
I love it. I love it. So we will be back, folks. So here we are, Gator Joe's Adventure Outpost. We're getting ready to load up onto the boat here. Now, here's the deal. If we do get connection, then great. I'll try to do my best to connect. If we don't, everything that we missed today, we recorded anyway. So we have it all on footage, and I'll show you guys in the home stream. So if it does, you know, this is the live stream. Anything could happen. We'll give it a shot for you guys. But if it you know, disconnects or whatever, it just is what it is. So and we'll show you later. So here we go. I think do we enter through the front?
We're gonna go in. I want to show you something really cool here, though. On the wall,
yeah.
Okay, this is the story of Gator Joe. All right, and Gator Joe, really awesome. So his name was Ernest Brown, and he was known in Kissimmee as Gator Joe. So Ernest Brown actually started here in Gatorland back in the 50s, working for Owen Godwin and the family. So all those gators. Most of those gators you saw out feeding or out here in the main lake and in the Gatorland, most of the big gators you see here, Ernest was responsible for raising. So he used to be in charge of feeding, raising all these gators over the years. Now he retired with us in 2011 and sadly passed away in 2013. But awesome guy, a lot of stories. And his final years working here at Gatorland, he used to walk around and hammer down the nails on the boards, make sure everything's safe like that.
Wow.
He'd sit down, have a cup of coffee and a hot dog, and he'd sit there and tell you stories of what it used to be like here at Gatorland back in the day. Learned a lot from him. And a lot of his family members are still working here in the park as well. So that's why Gatorland, family fun oriented. We're a big family here. Family owned and operated by the Godwin family. Bar Ernest was part of that, you know, and that we honored Gator Joe's outpost building after him, named it in his honor. So
what a cool thing! I'm very happy that we got to capture this.
Awesome photos. I mean, check this out. Look at this. That's them working on a crocodile. A dentist scrubbing teeth on a crocodile back in the day.
How cool!
We don't
is
do that anymore, but they did it back in the day. You know, it's all kinds of different care for these animals and what it is all about. So it's really cool.
Very cool. Well,
Yes.
well, Gator Joe, guys, hearts in the chat for Ernest, hearts in the chat for Gator Joe. What a legend.
I mean,
he's in there with.
Listen, I'd call him a legend if you read the words here. 8 kids, 30 grandkids, 39 great grandkids.
Holy moly!
No, he had a busy life, you know,
looks,
but he
yeah,
lived
for
here
sure.
at Gatorland.
He looks like a he looks young in these photos. Doesn't look like almost.
Yeah, this was one of his last years right here. You know, working here still a little bit before he retired, but a lot of these photos a little bit of his younger years. Yep.
What a cool
and
dude.
one of his grandkids works now here in our Zipline department. His name's Dwight, and then we have one of his granddaughters works in our photo, and he had another grandkid who worked in entertainment with us for a little while. So still family running around here, and even the Godwin family, you know, their family's still running around here as well, family owned and operated.
You definitely get that vibe here as you're walking around. It's just, you know, something from humble beginnings to what it's grown to be today. It's incredible.
And
Here we go. Is this the AC, right?
Yes.
This is great. Oh, this is cool. So it's looks. I guess this is like when you're setting up. Oh, you have photos here. You can get T-shirts. Now, are these of taken on the swamp buggy itself?
Yeah, so these photos right here are taken on the swamp buggy, and you can get little souvenir things. But again, you got the little mini gift shop here. You can get some stuff kind of themed with swamp buggy and stuff. But something really cool, and you'll learn it on the ride. If you take a look on the back wall here, we got 3 big pictures here. So these are the names of our swamp buggies.
Oh, really?
We named them after some iconic animals that we had here in Gatorland.
Oh, man.
Cannibal Jake here, okay? Cannibal Jake was a big 14-foot alligator we had back in the day that Owen Godwin actually traveled with up and down the east coast of the United States, charged people a nickel or dime to see Cannibal Jake and other wildlife. And that's actually how he raised money to build and buy more property here at Gatorland. So originally we sat on 16 acres of land, now we sit on 110. So because of Owen going to traveling, showing off Cannibal Jake, got more money to build more property here and buy it.
International.
Swamp Ghosts, of course, named after the white alligators we have here. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yep. And then Bone Crusher was the one of Owen was sitting on Bone Crusher in that photo down there by the Boulder
really?
Back.
That's right. That's right.
Bone
Yeah.
Crusher was a big American crocodile way back in the day. Iconic creature here at Gatorland. So we named our swamp buggies after him.
That's awesome.
Swamp buggy ride, I'm not going to give anything away because you're not on it yet, okay? But it was all done in-house, created in-house. The only thing done outside, the swamp buggies themselves built, were customized, and then our big gator pond was built by a company. But everything else done in-house. It's an awesome ride. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Chris, I can't wait for you and Jen to ride on it. And like I said, it's our newest attraction. We've been open now almost 2 years with it. So really, really cool.
All right, we're so excited to ride it, Brandon. Thank you for having us. This is awesome. Can I just say the Swamp Ghost looks like a cross between Lewis from Princess and the Frog and Dr. Facilier.
Right, you are right.
He totally is a cross between those two. So we're ready. Let's. I mean, well, we have a little bit of time.
We got a little bit of time, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, chat. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the zip line, just in case we missed it earlier. I know we were having some issues. I'm going to go ahead and show you the zip line. While we were waiting, we are riding this thing at 12:45, guys, and that's Eastern time. So we're super excited, super pumped, and yeah, that'd be great. And we're getting some water too. So it is a water break because it is a hot day in Florida. In fact, that was part of the reason for the equipment and the lag. So hang tight, folks, and we're going to show you some zip line. And this is never before seen footage. The only time you have seen part of this footage is over on our Facebook group. Look at that, Swamp Gator. Over on the Facebook group, Maine Mafia. So if you're not a part of that, go ahead and follow, and we post exclusive stuff over there. And anything at all that we missed today, we'll either post there, and I'll have a home stream tonight to show you guys anything you missed. So folks, get ready. Here's some zip line action over gators, over the marshes. Oh my gosh, I was so scared, and you can tell in my face. So here we go. It's time for the zip line.
Wow.
All right, here we go. We're going backwards this time. Look at the gators over here. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, I have no idea where I'm going. This is awesome. See you, man. See you later. Wow. You know, there's something really freeing about this. This is awesome. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right, here we go. We're going backwards this time. Look at the gators over here. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, I have no idea where I'm going. This is awesome. See you later. Wow. You know, there's something really freeing about this. This is awesome. Oh my God. Woo-hoo! Oh my goodness.
That's easy.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
I don't know if we're going to be outside watching the safety video, but probably once you get going on the buggy,
We'll test it out.
all recording.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. We'll see how it goes. So guys, welcome back to the stream. We are here getting ready to board our swamp buggy.
10 minutes away.
Now we are 10 minutes away. Let's take a look at some of the merch that they have here right in this, and I'll be responding to chat now. And again, I apologize if we weren't reading chat as much. It's kind of when it comes to gators, you certainly don't want to read chat more than pay attention. Actually, when we were in there with Chester, I was thinking, do I check my connection or do I watch the alligator that's in front of me who's hungry for meat? So, yeah, any hoozle. Photo Gear Fun, welcome to the chat. UD Flyer says, my mom lives in Tampa. I haven't been to Gatorland in a long time. Always had a blast. Oh, Gatorland is such a fun time. So far, I've been here twice. When we came the first time and weren't able to start the stream due to the weather. And, it's a learning experience. So today I learned a few things. And, when we come back by the next time, we'll be able to control the connection just a little bit better. So thanks for bearing with us. This was a lot of fun. Darth Gator. Luke, I am your gator. That is so funny.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny. Let's
There's like Gatorland hats.
There's tons of merch around here. Let's show them the. Let me show them the briefs right behind you. So they have gator briefs over here. Look at this.
Not a morning person.
Yeah, same.
We got. Oh, this one's cute. I want this.
What is that? Look, a little baby. Oh wait. So what did Brandon just tell us from Gatorland?
I get to.
Wait. First of all, what have you been asking to do for like ever?
I want to touch an alligator.
She wants to touch or pet an alligator, and I said, do you see how large those things are?
Yeah.
Do you see how large those things are? There's no way that you can pet that without it. And so Brandon assured us that in just a little bit, we'll go see some baby gators, and he's going to let Jen hold a baby gator. So you can't miss out on that. But, when we go out to the swamp here, because it's a remote location, who knows if we're going to get connection, so... But we'll still record it. Jamie says, I've been enjoying this chat. Let me know that you are here and that you are rocking. What's his name?
There was Pearl. There was a few of them in there. I don't remember his name.
I just remember the last part. Joe. Enzel. Nope, not that. This is why I need Brandon. Anyways, the rare albino. Oh, look at this. We got some hot sauces here. Gator Hubby. There you go. Is this gator jerky?
Yeah.
Alligator on a stick?
Yeah.
Wow.
Alligator, pork, salt.
Robert says Gatorland is on my bucket list. Heck yeah. No, we were very, very happy to bring this stream to you. This is something that's been in the works for a very, very long time. Eosis. Hi, Eosis. Welcome. Yeah, we got lots of merch. What is this? Oh, this is like a candy, a gummy gators. I remember, you know, when I was a kid, we used to go to, I forget where it was. It was like some sort of museum or something. They always had gummy gators.
Gummy gators.
So I know all about the gummy gators.
Oh, babe, what's your favorite thing? Hot sauce.
Sure, hot sauce. Look, it comes with a little gator claw.
Oh.
I wonder what scale. Read the back of it. What's the Scoville scale? Dislife, are you watching?
Yeah.
Thanks for the gators. Erica is here. She says, I'm here. Great stream.
Got habanero peppers.
Thank you, Erica. Brandon says, I've never been to Gatorland. Well, Brandon, if you have any questions about Gatorland, we have Brandon here to help us, and he's the gator expert. He knows. Is it really hot?
This one says it has red Savina peppers. I don't know what that is.
I wonder what scale. Like, does it have a Scoville scale on here?
It does not.
It just says.
Yeah, you can get the green.
The temperature is hot. Let's just say that.
Spicy.
Very spicy. Diane, they're very excited about the baby gators.
Cool.
They're very excited about that. Rosalie, we got some gator emojis going on. Do they have underwear in 4X for Big Al? I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way, DPC Dad, thank you for the super chat earlier. I was a bit overwhelmed. The gators are just massive. Becky says, really enjoying this stream. The park has so much more than I could imagine. Glad the stream is working. Yes, I mean, it's working great in here. And the AC feels fantastic.
Feels great.
Look at this. You can get a little mini fan for your phone. Super cool. So let's see. The admission price for the Stompin' Gator. Wait, is that this? Yeah, that's what this is, right? So $10 plus tax per person. So here are the prices right here if you want to screenshot those. They have all sorts of different. So the trainer for a day. Oh yeah, so the trainer for a day. Let's see if Brandon's here. We'll talk about, he's helping out some guests. So the trainer for the day, actually you can see it right here. This is a really cool thing. So $139. Trainer for the day program gives you a glimpse into what it takes to work with these dangerous animals. So the things that you saw me doing today, feeding the gators, stepping into the pit with the gators, all that kind of stuff is the trainer for a day program, and it's just amazing.
You didn't learn anything.
Don't feed the gators. Dang.
Dang, I already broke
Dang.
that rule.
I definitely fed the gators. BioLife, it's not a sponsorship, it's just the Gatorland invited us to come out and check it out. So we're all about that. Whitney said, I think I need to check this place out during one of our upcoming trips. Oh yes, for sure. Whitney, welcome. By the way, welcome to the Mod Mafia, Whitney. Otherwise known as the Avengers. Shout out to my mods watching this right now. Thanks for always keeping the chat clean. I appreciate you more than you know. Look at this.
I'm so
Look at the other Star Wars.
Oh, that's funny.
Are they bears? They look like bears.
I'm
Then you
about
got
to
some
get one of
cocoa
these
underwear
signs over
underneath
here
there.
that says "Do not feed" and it has an alligator on it. But I'm gonna put it on Shammy's porch.
Yeah, do not feed Shammy. We need the one that's like beast.
Yeah, do not feed the beast.
Yeah, beware of beast. Howdy. Is that our cue? Howdy.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here to check in the 1245 small buggy. 1245. Just need your receipt. Come on out.
Woohoo.
All right, you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
I'm your receipt, so come on.
That's a big receipt. We gotta. I was just telling them about the Gatorland Trainer for a Day program, where you pay $139, and most of the things that you saw me doing today,
You get to do.
you get to do.
As trainer day, early in the morning. On the receipt.
Howdy, receipt. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Keeping track of numbers?
Got it.
All right.
Good.
Cool.
Watch that TV screen right there, okay?
Okay.
Come on out, take a seat, face the TV.
Trainer for the Day program, awesome stuff. You get to see white gators, Chester, all that cool stuff, feed the gators, learn what it takes to be a trainer here, so it's really cool.
Super cool.
Anyone have any recent surgeries? Anyone today? Alright. We're gonna watch a 2.5-hour safety video, so y'all just pay attention. We test at the end, then we'll get you on a buddy, okay?
Trezos was his name. Not Joe.
Good day. I'm Russell Musk, CEO of Gator Gardens. Gator Gardens is the realization of a lifelong dream to open an alligator park that directly competed with the world's greatest alligator park, Gatorland. And we're better to open that park than right in Gatorland's own backyard. My company acquired a SWAT trucking tour that operated here. We've quietly driven out those plain simple folks who ran that tour and turned the ride into a mind-numbing experience like you've never had. So, join us on a delightfully dreary tour of real Florida, featuring stereotypical cartoon critters from around the world.
You ruined my ride, your pot belly. Start dropping.
The former owner. Security! Now, where was I? Oh, sure. You can see gators at Gatorland if you're into that sort of thing, I guess. But here at Gator Gardens, we celebrate the real Florida with really fake animals. After all, what's more Florida than a cute and cuddly aardvark, a fuzzy marmoset, or a real Florida penguin?
You just made my swamp on your ass.
These are the original swamp buggies. Kinda looks like a monster truck and a pontoon boat and a baby. But next week, they'll be retrofitted with a more Gator-Garden-y look.
No! You ain't never gonna be safe, Mark. You ain't never gonna be safe.
That reminds me, our crack team of unscrupulous lawyers has asked me to remind you
Scrupulous.
to please adhere to all of these safety instructions. Take small children by the hand and board the vehicle in an orderly fashion. Watching your step, please.
You better watch your step too, Mark.
A thrill ride. Securely fasten your seatbelt and pull the tab to securely tighten it across your lap. Securely stow all personal items underneath your seat to avoid losing any loose items.
I'll lose that seat for you, Mark.
Should items be lost over the side, please let your guide know as soon as possible. Stay seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. And please, watch your children. It's almost time to embark on your tour. Guaranteed to for children of all ages. Welcome to the Gator Gardens Leisure Ride. Enjoy!
Alright, so we're gonna sit right up front. Second row? Okay, cool. Thank you, man. Alright, hello!
I like the green seats. The green seats are pretty good.
They do look good.
They're all green.
Can an alligator see color? Do alligators see colors? That's a good question, huh?
Alligators see colors. I think that's the fancy man with the beard question. Alligators see colors.
They see colors?
Yeah,
Yes.
they do see colors.
Almost the full spectrum as human beings.
Oh, wow.
Triple B. Ain't nobody called this buggy Triple B. Do you call it that? I'll
Florida with the Gator Gardens and Aaron the Aardvark, Kenny Marmosetti, and Chelsea the Chameleon.
Chameleon is pronounced chameleon with a K.
Well,
I've ridden small world before, so same thing, right?
Did you hear that? You and the lady that was bobbing her head. All right, we're going to take a vote, I think. We're going to take a vote, Chelsea. If the rest of y'all want to steal this here swamp buggy and go on a real off-road adventure, let me hear you say, yeehaw! Yeehaw! That was pretty good. I think we should wake them up, Chelsea. Oh, she don't have a license, by the way.
Oh, here we go.
All right, honey, y'all, my name is Kira, and this crazy driver right here
Next,
is
guys, I'll
Chelsea.
show you this
we're gonna
later.
Get fired for this.
Here we go.
Don't you worry, I got it. Oh, we're gonna become Uber Eats drivers. That's right, we ain't never gonna pay for lunch again, Chelsea. We're just gonna dance all it over. I'm sorry, I panicked. Listen, you ain't gonna go to jail today, okay? They ain't got no cameras out here in the wood. Oh, they got lots of cameras. Lots of cameras. My sweet granny always said, if you don't want to go back.
dirty.
You dropped it?
Well, no, I put it under there.
Oh.
See you soon, brother.
Hey, you're gonna have to hold it because never mind. I can't get.
Oh, if y'all have valuables under there, you can leave them there. I'll take care of them.
All right, thank you for the ride. That was awesome.
Thank y'all for riding.
That's a step right there.
Step.
Woo! All right, Brandon, that was awesome. So, so for those who didn't end up seeing it, which is all of you, it was like a cross between Jungle Cruise, Kilimanjaro Safari, that's the alligator section specifically, and it was very redneck style. I mean, it was so much fun.
Definitely.
That was so cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Bumpy,
Literally, I was like, at one point, I was like, I feel like I'm back in West Virginia. Because all I used to do was ride ATVs around.
Well, at a certain point, I was thinking, should we keep our mouth closed? And then it's actually a totally safe ride, but you know when you go mud and keep your mouth closed.
Oh, that's right. Cool.
Wow, that was awesome. Okay, guys, we're gonna go see some baby gators now. I think that's on the agenda.
Go see them.
And that is going to be the last thing that we kind of do here. Now, all of the footage, including the swamp buggy, will be shown in a later, like tonight, when we show you when I get home and I can kind of put this footage together. We'll show you that in the home stream. We'll also probably post it on the Facebook group, so make sure you are on the Maine Mafia Facebook group. Just search for Maine Mafia on Facebook, and we will approve you. If we like you. We like most people. The swamp people, yeah, Dennis, exactly.
But like we went past the trailers, and I remember driving up the mountains, and when you go whitewater rafting, they have a bunch of trailers like that, and so I was like, I feel like I'm in West Virginia right now.
Yeah, there was a bunch. There was a whole story to it. There was, you know, it was a real story. There's a point where you pass by trailers and they have evicted signs on there. They had some jokes that would not quite make the Jungle Cruise per se, and we'll show you those a little bit later. It was a lot of fun. Jen was a big part of it, which is cool.
I just want to see if there's anybody available to.
Oh, Jessica, that's right. I will have to look. They have a train station here too. So Jessica, I'm gonna tell Brandon that once we start talking. I think he's checking for the baby gators to see if we have an animal trainer. Right now, we might have an animal trainer. We might not. Steven, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. So Jessica says, and I'll tell Brandon this in a second, my brother-in-law did all of the art for Gatorland. He painted everything and updated their cage art too. His name is Aaron.
Wow.
That is amazing.
That's so nice.
Super cool. So Brandon, we have somebody in chat who says, my brother-in-law did all of the art for Gatorland. He painted everything and updated their cage art too. His name is Aaron.
Yes, I know Aaron. Aaron's
awesome.
a good friend. Love Aaron to death. Yep. So he did a lot of the artwork and stuff like you hear. He comes back every once in a while, does some touch-ups and stuff like that for us when we need him. But good friend of Gatorland, definitely. Love Aaron.
That is so cool.
Love him.
What a small world.
It is, very much so. You know, and that's what the really cool thing about being here and seeing guests every day. You know, we all come from different walks of life. You know, everybody does, and we'll see. I'll meet guests here that know some of the areas I've been to, or from the areas I've been to. People that have lived in the same towns as my family and stuff, know my family. I've had it all like that in my career.
That is crazy, especially in Orlando, where there's a vast amount of people. It's like a giant melting pot.
Definitely. So I'm gonna go run and grab something for us for the baby alligators. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Right back.
Ooh, someone's. Yeah, look at this. So let's check out the water park for a second. I mean, this is
a water park break.
We definitely have some people hanging out at the water park, no doubt about it. And this is a water park right in the middle of Gatorland, which is so cool. Let's see. So Vicky asked, was the ride bumpy like Kilimanjaro Safari?
Yeah.
Was it bumpy? Yeah, I would say it's more bumpy than Kilimanjaro Safari, but in a good way. I mean, it wasn't a bad thing. It was meant to be bumpy. I mean, they had hydraulics in that thing.
Yeah, and it
was like dinosaur or something.
It was so weird because growing up riding ATVs, that's what you do. Like,
it really gave you that backwoods feel, but a commercialized version of that, to where you're not going to get mud splashing up in your face or nothing like that.
Or like all over your legs. I used to come home with mud all over my legs.
Right.
Makes me want to go do it again.
No, I understand. I grew up in the South too. And I was thinking the entire time, I said, man, Gator Hubby would really love this right now. I was really thinking that. Ross says, can you ask Brandon if the info, I heard that the gator caught in Chicago is coming to Gatorland. You know anything about a Chicago gator?
Did not come to Gatorland and went to St. Augustine Alligator Farm. Would have loved for it to come to Gatorland. We want every gator to come to Gatorland, but it went to St. Augustine Alligator Farm. So, yeah, somebody had one as a pet and got loose out there. So it took a while to catch it, and you know what it took to catch it? A trapper from Florida went up and got it. So,
oh wow,
we know gators in Florida.
That's right. Especially here. This is the mecca if you're a gator, I gotta say. If gators had an input, they'd want to come here.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's like a forever awesome vacation home. I mean, they're out in the wild. They got to fight for the food. They got to, do all that. Here at Gatorland is given to them. They're taken care of by a vet if they get sick or anything like that.
Oh yeah, and they live longer here in captivity. They live longer at Gatorland than they would in the wild.
They typically do. Yep. You get a few cases once in a while that live a long life. As long as they're not fighting a lot, they got a good food source and aren't born with any diseases or anything like that. They live a long life. But typically at Gatorland, places like that, zoos facilities, they're going to live a lot longer than they do in the wild. No doubt about that.
It's pretty incredible. This water park looks amazing. Certainly would feel great right now. That water park.
Would be. I think I might run through it later. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
And folks, when I say this is right in the middle of a swampland, I mean, you can tell just by looking around, and a lot of times you'll see, this is where they live. This is their home. They're swimming around in here. You can see the air bubbles. It looks like we got one right over here.
Could be. They're swimming around there. So it's a little warm right now, so they're all kind of hanging out in the water. Might be sitting underneath, but they're out there.
It's amazing. All right, so Brandon.
Yes.
On our right-hand side, we have a tortoise encounter.
Yeah, so we do our tortoise encounter every day at 1 o'clock, of course, weather permitting, and of course how the tortoises are being here. But we got one of our animal care staff, and today happens to be Jessica right over there hanging out. Jessica doesn't like to be on camera. She's a little camera shy. We get her every once in a while. Got to break the mold every day. But Jessica is in here. We got 2 big tortoises. You see some families come in here. Check these guys out. So we got Dean, who is a big Aldabra tortoise, 500 pounds, 107 years old. Huge, 500 pounds. And then Lucy, she's a Galapagos tortoise. She's 29 years old and weighs about 350. So Dean had a brother, Jimmy Dean, okay? Dean. But Jimmy got called off and sent to another facility that wanted back. So Dean and Jimmy were basically on like a semi-permanent loan to us from another zoo facility. And so they had one of theirs pass away and needed to get one back. So they took Jimmy. We kept Dean, get to keep him. Had to give him a companion, a playmate there. So he's got a much younger girlfriend.
So the one on the right is Jimmy, is that correct?
One on the right is Dean.
Oh, Dean, I'm sorry.
Yes,
So
and then
Dean's
Lucy's
older.
on the left. Dean's older, 107 years old. So he's an Aldabra tortoise, which are from the Seychelles Islands off the coast of Africa, whereas Lucy, Galapagos tortoise from the Galapagos Islands.
Got it.
And they're two representatives of the largest species of tortoise in the world. Galapagos are the largest, Aldabras are second, close behind, as the largest species of tortoise in the world.
That's just crazy.
Huge.
And still young.
All right, so let's go check out these baby gators, okay?
Cool, let's do it.
We got some baby crocodiles in there as well. You'll see a caiman.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm really starting to fall in love with Gatorland.
I know.
Becky says, if I were a gator, I would want to live here. Gator Hubby was peeking in at lunch. He'll be checking out the replay. That's awesome. Shout out to Gator Hubby. Michael Riley wants to know, can you ask Aaron if the Gator Boys come to Gatorland?
The Gator Boys, I have not seen them in years. I've seen a few of them pop in every once in a while and say hi and stuff like that. I don't know what they're doing nowadays, you know. I haven't really seen their show on TV lately, so I don't know what they're doing, but they still work all down south as far as I know and still deal with stuff with gators, so they're probably having their fun. But every once in a while, back in the day, we used to get them here every once in a while.
That's cool, man.
Every once in a while. Yeah. That's what we're going to see.
By the way, yes, for I think it's $1 or something, you can feed the tortoises. $5?
$5 gets you a few pieces of fruit or whatever on a stick, and you can feed them during the feeding like that.
That's really cool.
Sweet potatoes. They love sweet potatoes, especially Lucy. That's her favorite.
Weird.
And I don't know if it's necessarily the taste. I would assume it's probably the taste for them, but that bright orange color really attracts them.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So this is a super duper special, don't do this every day at all kind of thing. Not even for our Training for the Day program, nothing. So we're gonna go in our baby gator marsh. We've got a bunch of baby gators in here and some crocodiles. They're all about a year old. We have one species in here called a caiman. He's the Acre caiman. His name is Bean, and he's from Brazil. And that's where they come from. And he's 2 years old. But we're gonna try and grab a couple, get Jen to hold one, you know, on camera maybe, you know? How do you feel about that, Jen?
Yeah,
let's do it, okay?
Are you kidding? She's been saying this the entire time. This is all she wanted to do. This is her dream, actually. So again, I mean, you heard here, this is not something that is as offered. This is a very special thing that we are doing right now. I can't even believe this.
We'll stand right against the wall. Hopefully the connection will stay. You gotta keep the door closed, okay? And you'll see the red mark on there. So when we pull all the eggs out of the nest and incubate them ourselves, we have to mark the top of the egg. If we flip it over, it kills what's on the inside and it will kill whatever's growing. So we mark the top of the egg, and that's how they sit in our fake nest that we incubate and stuff like that. So this is typical of a gator nest, a bunch of material collected, pine needles, grass, dirt, debris. Should dig a hole and lay the eggs there.
Super cool.
You want to feel it?
Wow. It's so
a little heavier, but when they're first laid, they're really soft. It takes about a week for them to harden up like this. And then, of course, the temperature in the nest determines whether the eggs are going to be, the babies are going to be male or female. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea that.
Yep, goes with gators and crocodiles. So here, come on over here. Watch your head here, okay, with the twigs and stuff like that. You guys can come right on over here. If you want to kneel down, we'll kneel down. They might come up. We'll try and call a couple over here. So this is all a little training. You can see these guys are ready. They're coming. You want to grab that food. You see that? Yep. Now let me do this. All right.
Wow. Brandon the Gator Wrangler.
We'll calm down. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to make the OK sign like this and just hold the tail, okay? Just a firm grip, but not too hard. You're going to feel how powerful it is wiggling like that. Okay? There you go.
Wow, you're holding the gator. You know, when I was a kid, we used to to catch lizards. This is a different ball game.
This is a bigger lizard, right? And watch here, Will, you give him a smile. You keep him right there. Oh, smile.
Oh my gosh.
So cute.
Bean, come here, Bean.
Oh, he's missing.
Come here, Bean.
So the way you train them is audibly and almost like a pats and certain things of that nature. Oh yeah, just take a picture for sure.
So our girls come in here and they just kind of toss some food down here, but we try and get a bunch of them to line up here almost the same way we did in the feeding, you know?
Now, Becky is wondering how much damage a little guy like this can do.
He's going to break the skin. He's going to make him bleed a little bit. He can't take a finger or nothing yet, you know? But he's teeth. They're born with teeth. They have 74 of them when they hatch out of the egg. They grow to 82. Cool thing is they lose them all the time, so they go between 2,000 to 3,000 teeth in their lifetime.
I'm taking a video of him.
Being an alligator, you had a pillow, you'd be rich off the tooth fairy, you know?
You would be.
Right?
He's mad.
I'm trying to see if we get food.
But you're used to dealing with that. Like a cat is always mad too, hissing at us stuff.
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna go for another photo. This is the craziest thing ever.
Cool. Look, set him down. Set him down and let him go. There he goes. And he's just going to walk on back. I'm trying to get one of these crocodiles a little closer so you get a good look at him. They're a little more shy.
Now, is that reinforcement because of food, or is this naturally something that attracts them?
Splashing, stuff like that is something that does naturally attract gators or crocodiles. You know, they might think it's like a wounded animal or something like that, especially if they were in the wild.
Right.
They're attracted to a little bit.
What do they eat normally, like the baby gators?
Baby gators
in the wild.
Minnows, bugs, you know,
little stuff that they can.
As they get older, smaller mammals, a lot of the freshwater snails that we have, like the big apple snails. Younger gators like you know that 3 to 4 foot mark. They love snails. And then like I said,
turtle eggs,
maybe
eggs that they can find, certain things.
Yeah. Pretty much anything that is meat and they think they can eat it, they're going to eat it. Okay.
They'll take what they can get.
Do what? That is a crocodile right there. So that's a Nile crocodile, right? Yeah, that's a Nile crocodile.
Wow.
We have a couple Nile crocodiles. We have an American crocodile. And then we have Bean, who is hiding. He's on the far side right now, hiding. Bean. Yeah. Those are just peninsular cougars or red-eared sliders that were donated to us yet. And so the gators never, I mean, they don't go after them. These turtles are too big for those gators to go after, or crocodiles, but they try every once in a while. So let me see if I can walk a little further without scaring them too much. They'll probably dart down in the water like that. Come on! Come on!
The funny thing is that the turtles will ride the alligators.
They do.
Which is so funny.
And if you notice, something really cool we have in here that was donated to us. It's hard to see. I'm too tall for it. But out in the water we have an albino turtle.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, wow. An albino turtle. Look, there he is.
See if he swims towards us at all. He might not. He's disappearing. But he's an albino red-eared slider. So he was somebody's pet. They didn't want anymore. So we brought him in here and put him in with the babies.
And now eventually when these get a little bit larger, they'll be...
Yes, when they get to that 2 to 4 foot mark, they'll get moved up to the front there, 3 to 5 year old, and then eventually, you know, become one of the show gators down there at the Gator Legends of Swamp, or be put out in the main lake or the breed marsh, you know. So we cycle them through it. Of course, we keep them separated because bigger ones eat the smaller ones. That's in fact the life for alligators, you know. Out in the wild, babies only stay with their mom for a year, maybe 2 at the most, and then she kicks them out. And if they stick around, she's going to eat them. Yeah. So if you have kids, tell them to get out of the house when they're 18 and you're going to eat them. Right?
yeah, they're out.
Just kidding, you know? Cool.
Wow.
I think that's as close as they're going to get. They're a little shy today.
That was really amazing. They're probably freaked out by my backpack and everything else. So.
No worries.
All right. That was was amazing. Brandon, thank you so much for showing us that. That was...
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, who doesn't love cute baby animals, right?
Oh, no, it's amazing.
Even though they're reptiles, no fur, they're still cute.
Wow.
I love
They
it.
wanted us to say later gator when we left there. They're saying that Jen is in alligator heaven. They're also asking if you kiss a gator, if it turns into a prince. Not a serious question, but
frogs.
I think it only works for frogs, actually. But okay, well, folks, I can't think of a better way to end the stream than holding a baby alligator.
Baby gator.
That was so much fun. Jen, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Holding a little gator?
That was my favorite part.
so cool. All right, well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining the stream. This has been so much fun. Anything that we've missed out today due to the connection, I will show you guys in just a few hours. When we make it home, we can do a home stream. So, folks, thank you so much for being a part of this stream. Thank you, Gatorland, for having us out. And Brandon, thank you for the tour. That was so awesome.
Loved it. Glad you guys had a fun time. And listen, come on out, check out Gatorland. Cool experience.
You absolutely have to, and we have to come back too. So we will be back. All right, Brandon, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Signing out from Gatorland. I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. A few hours, actually. Main Mafia out.
Oh, there's kitty cats.